Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Arlington Park here on Millions Preview Day here on Saturday. It is July the 11th, 2015. We have a great race day from Arlington Park in Chicago. Like I said, it's Millions Preview Day. Racing has been down in Chicago this year, but this day is probably the best day so far. So I have four races to handicap, races 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's get on to it. Today's fifth race is the American Derby, Grade 3 purse, $100,000. It's for 3-year-olds going 1 mile and a furlong here on the turf course. All the races are on the turf course for this Millions Preview Day. And I'm going to go with the 6 horse here. Number 6, World's Approver at 2-1. Jose Lascano for Mark Cassie. Last time out there on Belmont Park, a mile and 8th, about on turf course on May 30th. In the Penny Ridge Stakes, finished fourth by 1 3/4 lengths. He stalked at the 2 path and just weakened against a lot tougher horses. The horse in one, Diversito, is a really good horse. Start before that was at Churchill Downs on the American Turf, mile 16th on May the 2nd. Finished third by 1 3/4 lengths behind Diversito again. He was 6 wide in the upper stretch, and a lot of horses just wasn't closing that day. So you can throw that race out. Start for that in the sophomore turf at Tampa Bay Downs, mile 16th on April the 4th. Won easily by 1 1/4 lengths. Heavy favorite also. He hopped up at the start, but had a really good finishing, closing kick that day. Gonna go with this one here, 2-1. Jose Oscano, really good turf jockey. So recap my bets for race number 5 from Arlington Park. It's the American Derby. Gonna go with the 6. Now let's head on to race number 6 from Arlington Park. What is the Arlington handicap here? Grade 2, purse $100,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards, traveling 1 mile and 3/16. I think this is the prep for the Arlington Millions coming up on the 16th of 16th of August. So I'm pretty sure, I'm positive that this is the prep. Like I said, we have 10 horses going to post here. I'm going to go with the 2 horse here. Number 2, Up with the Birds, 4-1, Drayden Van Dyke for Grand Motion. Last time out, had the first start of the year, Pimlico, mile 16th on May the 16th, and the Dixie Stakes Grade 2 event that day. First start by 4 lengths, had a really, really bad trip that day. It was in tight all out, was 8 wide, and then when it was closing, had a really good closing bid. If this horse didn't have a really terrible trip, I believe this horse could have won. Let's start for that. Ran it actually in Japan last year on November the 30th in Tokyo Racecourse, mile and a half in the Japan Cup. Finished 16th by 27 lengths at 158-1. It just was like a lot of horses that go to Japan from America. They don't do anything. This horse did nothing. This horse was also trained by. That was the final start for under trainer Malcolm Pierce. Got switched over to Grand Motion, who is a really good trainer, personally like. And then start before that was at Belmont, a mile and 8th on October 11th in the Knickerbocker. Finished second by 1 1/4 lengths. He had one pace all throughout. Was 2 wide and 4 wide. Really had not the best trips of all. Then ran last year's Arlington Million. Finished fourth by 5 lengths. Over the course, he had a really good rail run at the 3/16th pole, then angled out and just missed that day by 4 lengths, or 5 lengths. I'm gonna go with this one here. We're in the Queen's Plate Stakes of 2013. Finished second that year and won the Breeders' Stakes a few weeks later. So this horse has proven himself on turf. Gonna go with this one. So recap my bets for race number 6 from Arlington Park. It's the Arlington handicap. Gonna go with the 2. Now let's get on to race number 7 from Arlington Park. What's the Modesty handicap? Grade 3, purse $100,000 for fillies, mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. We do have a field of 10 horses. Like I said, another really good race. I think this is the prep for the Beverly D. Mile 3/16. Showing that gives me a second to stop speaking and get my thoughts together. Mile 3/16, and I'm going to go with the 5 horse here. Number 5, Magno Divo at 6-1 for Florent Giroux. Last time out, thrown in Pimlico, mile 16th, and a Gallaret Stakes on May the 16th. Finished 7 by 4 3/4 lengths with Gary Stevens up. First start in America for this horse. Was squeezed at start, was 5 wide to quarter pole, had a horrible trip. So you can throw that race out. First start in America, too. Then at Kirk in Ireland, last year on September 14th, 9:14, on a mile and a quarter in the Jules Blandford Stakes. Finished 5th by 4 3/4 lengths. Was 5th early, three furlongs out and just had no threat. Um, couldn't actually find the replay of that race personally. I have trouble finding the replays from the Irish racing, but the British racing I find them pretty easily. Start for that was Goodwood at a mile and a quarter on August 2nd in the Nassau Stakes, the Market Insurance Nassau Stakes. Again, finished sixth by 19 lengths with Ryan Moore up. Just had nothing. Nothing at all. And start four that was at Kirk and Ireland, July 20th in the State Stakes. One by nose. By looking at the running line, I couldn't watch the races from Ireland. I couldn't find the replays. The running line is pretty good. It was third halfway home, was second at the furlong pole, and just kept on late that day. So I'm gonna go with this one. When at Royal Ascot in 2013 in the Sambrin Handicap, finished ninth by 6 1/4 lengths. I was the favorite that day, just wasn't involved at all. So I'm gonna go with this one. So recap my bets first from seven from Arlington Park. It is the Modesty Handicap. Gonna go with the 5 horse. Now let's head on to race number 8. It's the final race in the program from Arlington Park. What is the Stars and Stripes Stakes Grade 3? Purse $100,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards, going 1 mile and 1/2. This is prep for the American St. Ledger Stakes on Millions Day. What is a mile and 11/16? 11/8? I don't know. Something like that. It's a long race. Could be even 2 miles. It's a really hard race to handicap here. Found 2 horses here. I'm going to go 211 here. Number 2, Pizza Man with Florent Giroux, is also entered for race 6, the Arlington Handicap. But hopefully this horse runs here. It's a really good marathoner. Won last year's Stars and Stripes Stakes and also won the American State Ledger last year. First start this year was actually on May 30th, Churchill Downs mile 16th in the Open Vase Stakes. Won by 2 3/4 lengths, a very easy win that day. Was drawing off clear. Last start last year was actually at Hollywood Park, Del Mar, in the Hollywood Turf Cup. I wish it was at Hollywood Park, but in the Hollywood Turf Cup month and a half at Del Mar. Finished third by 1 3/4 lengths. Was the favorite that day. He had a bid and just was caught at the wire by the winner, who was Finnegan's Wake. Then start for that was in the Canadian International, finished fourth by 2 3/4 lengths. Against a lot of tougher horses. At Arlington, the source is 11 and 8. 8 wins, 1 second, 1 3rd. So loves the course, loves the extended distance. 2 to 1. This horse is going to go off if it runs in this race. Going to go off as a heavy favorite. I'm going to go with this one. I'm also going to go with the 11 horse, bringing from all the way from post race number 11. The 3 Hearts, Drayton Van Dyke at 9 to 2 for Neil Drysdale. Last time out, to run San Anita Park on May the 25th in the Gamely Stakes mile 8. Finished ninth by 4 lengths. He was off a bit slow. Was 3 wide to the lane. Had a horrible trip. Throw that race out. Then start for that San Anita mile and a quarter on April the 18th in the Santa Barbara Stakes. Finished third by 1 1/4 lengths. Just had no room that day. Was in tight at the quarter pole to the 8th pole to the 16th pole to the 100-yard pole, 16 pole, but so just really had a horrible trip. Start for that was in Santa Ana Stakes, San Anita Park on March the 15th. Finished second by 3/4 length. He just was really good. He fought back that day. Last win for this horse actually came at Del Mar in the on November the 22nd of last year in the Red Carpet Stakes. Won by half length, 22 to 1, a really good race. Had a bid between and held that day. So I'm going to go with this one. So recap my bets for race number 8 from Arlington Park. It's the Stars and Stripes Stakes. Going to go with it, the 211. Good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at 316picks for more selections. Good luck.